Yeah, so we've got many spindle options. So at the moment we've got a 16K high-speed spindle. We can also do high-torque spindle on some machines. But this is utilising a 16K spindle, so high speed, but clever selections and clever toolpaths, so like dynamic toolpaths, allow us to machine this quickly as what you would do on it every day, but also safely as well.
Dan, so we're here at this SECO ITI event, a big focus on the medical sector. You're here with a couple of machines from Whitehouse, one of which is this Brother 500 U500 Speedio machine behind us. You're machining a bone plate.
Yes.
Now, I don't know if you just want to grab that in your hand there, but
Yep.
quite an impressive part. Why has that been selected to be the demonstration that you show on this machine?
It shows a collaboration between partners, really. So we've got good work holding. We're using Hypermill for cam. We're using obviously the Brother U500 for its dynamics, and it's a tough material to cut, and it's an everyday component. So.
I was going to say, if you just hold that still for the camera so
Yep.
it can see it, that's the key to me. I was going to talk to you about the material because it's titanium,
Yes.
something that a lot of companies would buy much bigger 5-axis machines for because maybe they consider that they're the only ones that can handle it. But you're doing it on a much smaller machine.
Yeah. So we've got a footprint of it's an X stroke of 500. So that sits within the vice. So it's a 125 vice, which is a typical everyday vice, what most customers use, single pallet loading, etc. So we're just utilising that, and it's bang for buck on the machine, essentially, maintaining, obviously the use.
Now, we've done quite a lot of focus on the Brother machines in recent years, talking about the capabilities and the strength of what is now the BBT30 spindle.
Yep.
Is that one of your big discussion points here as well, then, to show people that actually, it's not just about what it used to be talked about aluminium components, it's more about you can achieve whatever you want, really, regardless of material.
Yeah, so we've got many spindle options. So at the moment, we've got a 16K high-speed spindle. We can also do high-torque spindle on some machines. But this is utilising a 16K spindle, so high-speed, but clever selections and clever toolpaths, so like dynamic toolpaths, allow us to machine this quickly as what you would do on it every day, but also safely as well.
Okay, well, let's walk around the side of the machine here because it'd be good to get the camera, be good to be able to get the camera in perhaps from this side. You want to go in and if you can see it at all. If not, we can run the GoPro footage over the top. But your sort of 5-axis table here, you can't obviously visualize it from the front because you can't see it, but a very agile machine, quite a compact working envelope. You talk about a 16,000 RPM spindle. You've got a very high-speed tool changer as well.
Yes.
It's all about cutting out the waste.
Yeah, so the actual that configuration you can potentially have a panel that can rotate, allowing for prove-offs. Most cam simulators have like simulation checks, so that bit is catered for. But the way it's configured and the positions of the A-axis rotate allows for that really small footprint. And if you use this as a comparison, you've got an X500 and a Y450 for the size of machine.
Well, that's why I wanted to come around the side here because the camera will be able to clearly pick up. Sometimes we look at machines and the depth of them is massive, and of course that's really important to someone purchasing a machine. Tell me about cutting out the waste then. This is a strategy from Brother that we've been talking about ourselves for a while, and you guys at Whitehouse commonly mention. How important is it, and what is it?
Well, the cutting out of the waste becomes the easy bit for Brother. So we've got obviously we've got fast acceleration, so there's cutting out the waste. We've obviously got very, very quick tool changes. So it's a chip to chip of 1.2 seconds. It's a tool change of 0.8 of a second. So all of those little things allow for the reduced cycle time. So say if you're doing this or you're doing a component with lots of drilling, lots of tool changes, that will just significantly reduce your cycle time and give you those quick wins. You can then obviously take advantage of the tool class to give you further wins, but those cutting out the waste elements are what
and that's where the introduction of software like Hypermill comes in.
Yes.
Because the collaboration between, I guess, the hardware and the software together give you those savings.
Exactly. So, for instance, we're using a tricordial toolpath. You've got feed rates. So with feed rates, we've got obviously SECO tooling, and that allows us to do the cutting correctly. But then you've got the rapid rates from position to position. Hypermill spits it out and got those clever toolpaths. Brother can actually do those tool paths, and what it states on there, it will do very quickly because of its acceleration.
We did quite a few case studies for you. And again, for people that haven't watched them, go onto our YouTube channel, mtdcnc.com. That's the website, but you can follow your way through to the YouTube channel, where companies are talking about real life savings. I know we're talking here about a demonstration part, but give the audience an example of maybe a customer that using this strategy of cutting out the waste to save 20%, 30%, whatever it might be.
Yeah, typically, it depends on the jobs, but typically we could take a FANUC program, an ISO-based program, put it onto this machine, and we'll typically see around about 20 to 30% saving. If we have more tools, so if we filled up that carousel, it could be a 28 tool changer or 100, where we're getting even more wins. So a tool changer of 7 seconds, and we were only doing a tool changer 1.2, and you're doing 100 tools, there you're getting that, chasing that cycle time
You
down.
kind of stumped my next questions, because I was going to say, on these complex parts, no, it's fine. You're going to run out of tools.
Yes.
But you're telling me you can get 100 tools on this machine?
Yeah, so the U series machine, U500 and the S700, they can be spec'd up to 100 tools. So you've got the central drum here, which is 28, and then you've got 2 pockets that service that. So you can either work it in 2 ways. You can have 28 tools and then it pinches from either pocket, or you can do, if one component can be 1 to 28 and another component can be 29 onwards and etc. You can do it that way.
Okay.
They're great for robot loading and
all of these things, though, don't they take and zap a lot of power? All this speed, all this movement, all this trying to cut out all these, cutting out the waste. Is that not going to cost me more on my energy consumption?
Yeah, so the energy consumption levels on this machine are very reduced compared to say our competitors as such. Because you're not traversing the mass, you're not, you've got reduced positionals and stuff like that. Your energy levels are further reduced on here. Bolting a robot onto there, you're then catering for the unmanned, so you've got that reduction in cost as well. So all of those together obviously reduce your energy levels.
And you've got a new horizontal machine.
Yes, we do.
You want to do horizontal now as well. Yeah.
So we've got, say, 2 horizontal machines. We've got the H series machine, which is one, but then now it's just been announced recently. It's a horizontal, but so what you see here is the U series. They've essentially, we've got that U series on the horizontal. So it's a horizontal bed with the extra 4th and 5th axis simultaneous. So that some people obviously lean on the topic horizontals being better source evacuation because the source dropping down. Whereas now we've got that case. So if it wasn't a U you'd go for, you could go for the horizontal version of it essentially.
I guess it's choice, application driven, but it's choice.
Definitely.
Brother have come a long way from just having these small, 3-axis drill track machines, haven't they?
Yeah, massively. It's helpful for the customer, really. Yeah,
which is clearly evident here. Dan, thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.